trying to escape. I look over knowingly to Reginald, and I'm like, and then
I'll start
making my way after.
Oh, I'll approach the host of the one running the table. Is this average behavior after a big win?
The guy's just like, somebody stop him! And the guard that Max was talking to immediately starts booking towards this guy.
I told ya!
So right now it sounds like William and this security guard are running after the guy who just pocketed a whole bag full of money and stuff. Is anybody else starting to like give chase or anything?
Were the three machines all like in a row?
No, they were scattered all over the.
Oh, okay.
It's just you heard them all at the same time. Like, it's not common for that to happen.
Yeah,
let's put it that way. It's usually like a spattering of jackpots, but this was like really loud.
Yeah. I will take all of my winnings and pocket them, and then I will give chase after William.
After William. You're chasing William. I'm chasing the dude.
If there's any extra chips, I will accidentally pocket those as well.
And I'm Chase.
I'm chasing Chase. Chase. Lei also gets up and kind of immediately starts booking after this guy.
I actually want to look at the three slot machines that went off.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fine.
Are they running? Or are there just still people sitting there?
There's still people sitting up. Those people seem super excited. Like, oh my god, this is awesome, and stuff like that. Yelling, like, excitements in Chinese and everything like that.
Is there any other unusual behavior in the... Like, other people running out or trying to casually leave?
No, what you do... Something you do notice, let's put it this way. Give me a spot hidden roll really quick. This is involving the chase, so it's a step in it.
Spent 2 luck and I got it. That's what I was saying.
So what you see is the security guard that's chasing him yells something that you don't necessarily know to the security guards that are at the front door. They seemingly lock the front door, but you notice as they're doing that, this guy seemingly has already changed path. Like, it's almost like he wasn't really going to go for the front door at all. It's like he just didn't plan on that. Like, whatever his escape plan was, did not involve the most obvious exit, even though that could have been easy. He was right next to it and stuff, but yeah, they lock it and they just see him going in a different direction. They're like, and they yell something back and they're like, hey, what? But yeah, okay. So now I'm
gonna guess and head towards the kitchen.
You guess toward the kitchen. So Max is over there. So, Chase, give me, let's say, dexterity roll probably.
Okie dokie.
To see if you can keep up with his sudden direction change. Success. That's you there, right? It didn't beep for me this time. I'm getting used to roll 20. So,
nice.
You kind of see this direction change. Like, you're following him. You're not following what the bodyguards are doing. A couple of people were following what the bodyguards were doing. But because you're focused on him, you managed to kind of cut through a couple slot machines and stuff like that. You managed to get really close to him. But as you kind of, like, try to grab him, he pushes... like a waitress in the way of you, so you like accidentally just kind of like push into a person and like push them down. Drinks go flying up into the air, but you're still on your feet. You didn't lose the spot in the fight. It's just that he somehow knew you were gonna try to come from the right, and he accommodated. It's like so Reginald, what would you like to do? You're currently in pursuit.
Yes, as Reginald leaves the table and heads after William, he flips one of the chips over to the host of the table. Little tip. And goes chasing after William.
Better tip, don't lose your customers!
And I will give chase as well.
Mm-hmm. Do you just want to run, or do you want to like do anything specific to do it?
Is this happening the same? If I saw what, like, the waitress getting pushed into William, I'll try to, like, cut him off a little bit, where I think he would be.
Okay, so he's getting close to the back exit, and you know, big thing about the back exit is that there's a stairway that leads up all the way to the 5th floor. The Great World Amusement Arcade is actually a very famous arcade, like gambling establishment, but the most infamous part about it is the Stairway to Heaven in the back, which is a 5-floor staircase that when people lose really bad, they tend to jump off of. And that's a real thing, actually. So this whole building is actually real and everything, and that's a real legend about the place and everything. But he is taking that infamous staircase, and he seems to be running up of it. But there, you kind of like get to the staircase and you run up it. And I want to say you're chasing him and everything. The second floor is a very. I just read what's on it. It's a very interesting floor. This floor isn't necessarily, like, you're used to the first floor. The first floor is, like, what Americans are pretty used to seeing in a casino. Second floor is fighting crickets. Like, arenas of people, like, bug battling, essentially. There's also some pimps and, like, actual barbers are up there, too, and everything like that. So it's, like, more of, like, a manly hangout, like, with, like, some animal fighting kind of things, like fighting crickets and everything like that. You get up the stairs, and you think you have a lead on him, when all of a sudden, like, this, like, what's it called? Or you think you're about to get to him, and in the doorway, this, like, kind of, like, ore falls in front of you. But you rolled good, or did you roll yet?
I didn't roll yet.
Yeah, roll right now. Roll Dex, let's say.
Dex? Yeah, no, that makes it 41 out of 60.
Okay, cool. So you learned something from your old pal Everett Breckenridge to never trust a Chinese ore. And you immediately see it come down and you just go, like, push it right out of the way and it swings over. And it turns out above the door is like these 2 ores that were decorative, and one of them just seemingly fell down. Not like it's not like the guy running grabbed it and pulled it down or anything. It just seemed like it just fell, which is weird. Yeah, you push it out of the way and you're still in pursuit and everything like that. I love your mug. That's awesome. And let's get back to Max, who's still on the first floor. You're checking out the slot machines.
He's got his character.
That's awesome. But Max, you're on the first floor still. You said you were kind of checking out to see if anything else was going on. Like, oh, maybe this is...
Thinking he was going to the back door.
Oh, yeah, you're in the kitchen. There is a way up from here, though. You see that he did not come down here. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Go for it if you want. I'm totally cool with that. What floor do you want to pop out on? Because it might take a second to get it. Maybe you want to give yourself a little bit more time. Like, oh, well, it's going to take him this long to get to the third.
I'm going to make one of them do it. One of the people, the servers that are there that actually send food to like the VIP room.
Oh, you want them to send you up?
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fucking rope.
So how many floors are there? 4?
5.
5? I run over to the dumbwaiter and I grab a dumbwaiter and say, excuse me, sir, there is, and I grab like a little olive oil off the kitchen. I like pour it in my hand. I go like this. I rip open my shirt and I just start lathering up. And I'm like, there is a very important person that placed a very special order. If you could send me up to a room, floor 4, please.
Give me a charm check really quick. Not that he won't do it, but more so how good he'll do it.
So I got it, but I also roll a bonus die for all charm checks. I'm not sure.
Oh, nice. Is that one of your pulp talents?
It's one of my pulp talents.
You might get even better.
It's substantially better. I got a 5 instead
there
of...
There you go. He's like, no questions asked, get in. This isn't the first time somebody's ordered this. He also instinctively knows what floor to send it to.
Exactly. Nothing like a pale white male. It's just like
this
ordering
is the second time we've oiled you up in as many campaigns as you've been in.
Well, it didn't happen as quickly last time.
As you can tell, she's in the mood for the other white meat.
So he gets you into the door, the dumbwaiter, and he starts pulling it up, and he's going to send you to the 4th floor, which we're going to comically cut back to William. So you two are still in hot pursuit. You're getting pretty close because you've been successful, but he's still 1 step ahead of you. And if there's anything you've noticed with your successful rolls is that he's always 1 step ahead of you. He always seems to have something planned. Whenever you think you got him, something comes up and he's done it. In this case, he immediately there's like a big cage full of crickets, and he just rips it down, and like all these crickets start jumping at you.
How large are these crickets? Because you said fighting crickets before.
Yeah, battling crickets.
Yeah, they're crickets. They're like
Emphasized.
yeah, they're not.
I was picturing like human-sized crickets.
I'd like to ride the cricket into battle.
To be fair, you've seen that.
That's true.
That's what I'm asking.
Your characters,
It's a legitimate concern.
Well, okay. I want you both to give me a sanity roll.
Cricket smoking cigarettes. They call me Jiminy.
Yeah, that's
All right,
You did it. Okay.
Oh, I'm hot. I'm rolling hot.
You're doing good right now. So you all see it, and you're like, bugs, but like you don't. You come back down to earth really quickly about it, and you're like, no, they're not the evil murder bugs that turn into our friends. They're just bugs this time. So you just like hop over the cage and everything like that. You bat some crickets off of you as you're running, but you don't lose any stride in the process. Chase, what would you like to do? He's getting close to the exit. It's almost like he's going from the floor. He gets off on this floor, and then he goes up and he gets off on that floor. And that seems to be kind of the snake pattern he's making. He's like making a world tour of all the floors, it seems like.
I want to try to slow him down. How crowded is the spot that we're in right now?
The spot, it's decently crowded. Depends on what you're looking for. For the line straight in front of you, people seem to be getting out of this guy's way. They're like scared, and sometimes he has to push a couple, but for the most part, they're they see somebody running and they're getting out of the way.
I'm gonna try to slow him down a bit. I'm gonna try to give him a visit to the anesthesiologist. If that makes sense.
What are you
Do
doing?
you know what I'm talking about?
No, the thing you made up?
Yeah, I reach into my bag and I pull out this like kind of weird clockwork ball. Like it looks like a softball, but with a bunch of gears and like valves and stuff. I like twist it, you can hear it ticking, and I throw it like in front of where he's gonna be.
Okay, here, let me do something really quick. Let's see how well.
The old anesthesia grenade. It's gonna be a big hit someday.
It's gonna be
Kids are gonna love it.
Oh man. Okay. So so he got a 13. So essentially what you see is you lob it into the air. And again, weirdly enough, seems like he saw that coming. But this is bad. Because what he does is he, as he's running, punches a waiter's plate like out of their hand, grabs it in midair, does like a kind of 360 turn, and just bats it right back at you. So both of you roll a dodge because you're both kind of next to each other.
I would like to use my nimble feat.
That's a great idea. Yeah. So you just kind of.
I think I had a success, 25 on a hard.
25 on a hard. Yeah. So both of you dodge it, but then like the front door just like, or what's it look like? What's a
Yeah, so like it lands, I'm guessing behind, oh god, in the crowd with people, and then this like kind of green gas just kind of comes seeping out of it, and people are getting nice and sleepy.
Yeah, so it's like everyone screams, but then they just kind of like slump down in their chairs. Like nobody like does anything violently hurtful or anything, but like everyone's just kind of like, ah. Yeah, there's like a collective as everybody in the front of the room just kind of and then there's just bodies. And you're like,
let the bodies hit the floor. You know, like singing old timey songs.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, so he gets to the doorway that leads to another staircase, and he goes up it. It's Ty's turn. Ty, what do you want to do? He's basically in the stairwell now, and he seems to be going up.
And we are in the stairwell as well.
You're basically there, yeah. Like you're in the doorway leading to the stairwell. You can see him. He's already gone up maybe one flight, and then he's on his way up to the second row.
I will do my best to try to. try to gain some ground. I'll try a little bit of, I don't know if the word's been invented yet, but parkour, trying to hop up the stairs, kind of vault over some of the railings to get a leg up on him.
Here's what I want you to roll. I want you to roll dodge. But you already used your nimble.
Yeah. I will spend the 1 luck to make it a success.
There you go. So what you do is you grab the railing to get up, right? And then all of a sudden you go whoo, as like a body just kind of like flies past you, and you realize who it is. It's the bodyguard. He saw that he was going to go up a couple of floors, so he tried to head him off, and he went up to the 3rd floor and was going to come down to pincer move. But the guy apparently knew that was happening, because then you saw this bodyguard just kind of fly down the stairs, and he like lands on his like neck, and he's like, ah, fuck! And then William's got to like step over him and stuff like that, but he doesn't like take you out or anything like that, and you manage to get up. It delayed you just enough that you couldn't do that. You do notice he is just going up the stairs now. Like, he didn't go into the 3rd floor or anything like that. He's just going up the stairs. And that's the guy. Now it's the guy. Or no, now it's Max's turn. Max, I said you were getting off on the 4th floor, so you're on the 4th floor currently. I want to say you're greased up. I forgot about that part. But you see in the stairwell this. I want to mention this gangster guy, the guy that's missing the finger. He's kind of a big guy. Like, he's a very burly guy and everything like that. Apparently very nimble as well. You see him grabbing the bodyguard and kind of giving him like a wrestling toss over the railing of the staircase, so you can see him, and you're close to that doorway too.
Yep. I am gonna not built for the head-on stuff. I will pull out my gun and shoot him in the leg.
Pull out my gun.
Oh my god. Well, I'm assuming you still have your pants on and stuff, right? You
Yeah,
just took your shirt off.
Shirt.
Yeah,
Yep,
it was just
yep.
your shirt.
You can say I
Okay.
don't have my gun. I'll figure something else out. If you say
Okay.
it's okay. If I
Think-
don't,
You also have a fishing rod.
I wish I would have grabbed one in the beginning. I would like to roll for the perfect.
No, you can try to the perfect cast. No, you can try to shoot. Go for it. It's just, you pulling out a gun in a public place isn't really the greatest thing. You might be chased next, but
I'm gonna gesture with it and just tell him to stop. I'm not.
oh, so you're gonna try and intimidate, be like, "Hey, you, stop it!"
Yeah.
Okay. Roll.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to stop right there. You are taking property that's not yours, and that's not fair. How did I get this gun in my hand? Why is it pointing at you?
I'm holding it for a friend. Give me whatever roll you think would be good for that, like an intimidate or something like that. I'd even allow you to roll firearms. You're not necessarily shooting it,
All
but
right,
at the same
firearms
time.
it is. I got it, no problem. Got an 8 out of 70.
Okay, so you do that. He, for a second, turns towards you, and as he does, something flies out of his hand and kind of skitters towards you on the floor. But he doesn't take any he kind of like, here's the quick motion he does as he looks at you. And then he runs up the stairs more.
Like past
But-
me? I thought I was in his way.
No, you were, imagine the staircase was here, you're here.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's just running up the stairs. He's not running through the floors anymore, he's just running up
Gotcha.
the stairs. But because you are on the 4th floor, I can describe it for you really quick. It has fan tables and dance platforms and a tea house. There's also a giant stuffed whale and a maze of mirrors and some prostitutes, peep shows, and 2-letter love boots, and it's just, that's why he sent you to this.
I look around at the people around me with the gun, and I say, "It's just a prop, people," and I would like to hit the splits right there.
Everyone's just like,
Like I'm dancing on a platform.
he's an American. He's a sexy American.
I mean, somebody please come help me out.
You might
So I
make more
wrote
money
his
doing this
I
than
wrote his
gambling.
age down at 39, and like a year ago, I was like, oh, he's probably plenty nimble and stuff. I'm 36 now, and I'm like, man.
Man, that's not
Lose
happening.
6 health for doing the hit
Life
the
is
splits
hard.
without stretching.
Exactly. Just die.
Alrighty.
Just die.
So I want to say he gets up to the 5th floor. And it gets to a point, like, the 5th floor is literally just kind of like a balcony. It's the top of the stairs, and there's a balcony that overlooks Shanghai. It's now nighttime. You can see the street lights of Junkan Street and everything like that. As he kind of gets to this balcony, and he stops, and he turns around, and he sees William and Reginald. And he gives you kind of both the stink eye. But you have him cornered.
Where are you going? I thought you were doing very well on the table.
He doesn't really. Lei kind of like huffs and puffs as he gets up there because Lei's kind of a smoker, so running isn't his strong suit. And he's like, "Get him!"
I'm limping up the stairs. Get him, guys, please.
Get him, guys, please. And that's when the guy looks up. He looks down at you, and he kind of gives like this smile, like this cheeky smile. And then he just kind of like leans back against the balcony and falls.
And you hear
Look over
I'm
the edge.
fully expecting. I'm gonna go look at. He's gonna be like he's fallen into the back of a pillow truck or something.
You're
You
close.
know, a cart pulling pillows.
You're actually close. You look down and you see him flicking you off with his favorite hand, which is the one that is missing. He's flicking you off, and he is in the back of a hay barrel that is being pulled by a couple of donkeys as he's being carted away. And he has
Not
the
a middle
bag.
finger if you only have 4.
He doesn't understand what you said.
I'll yell it out in Mandarin. I'll translate it for him.
He's long gone by the time you do it. It's just 2 people shouting from the 5th floor. And Lei's just like, "Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that was something."
But that
I've
seems
certainly seen. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, you go ahead. Trust me, mine's not going to add anything to this.
Hey, probably more entertaining. I was just about to say, well, it seems that we've finally gotten onto the trail of something truly supernatural.
It was certainly something. It definitely wasn't natural, that's for sure.
Reggie, you lost
Yes.
him?
He jumped off the bed. I didn't think I could do a 5-story fall in bed anymore. Maybe in my 50s, but
Reggie, I haven't seen you lose a trail since you lost that game of hide and seek with Sasquatch.
I'll get him one day. I get very serious.
God damn it,
Max,
I
what's
told you
that you
never to mention that name?
No, go.
I'm just fucking around. No, go ahead.
Max, what's that you picked up? Because the thing that skittered by, did you say you wanted to pick that up?
Picked it up, yeah.
Okay.
If it didn't look like a bomb.
No. I would have made a bigger deal about it if it was a bomb. But yeah, no,
Hey
so
guys, look what I found.
The fuse
you
ticks
found.
down.
That's the end of our adventure.
and we're dead now. But the thing you pull out that you picked up off the floor looks like a notebook.
Well, there's no pinky in here, but there's some handwriting.
He doesn't keep it on him. That's what Lei says.
It's the pen. Like he's made it into a pen.
You take the tip off.
Yeah,
Oh God.
he's like chewing on it, like as he's thinking absentmindedly.
I hate it.
The
I hate
nail.
it so much.
He replaces the fingernails.
Ah.
Exactly.
From every man I kill, I take the pinky fingernail.
Max, what's it say?
It never stops growing if you keep it in water.
Will you get over the pinky? No, just kidding.
What does it say?
You can't read it. It is in Chinese.
It's just a bunch of scribbles. We'd probably just throw it away.
Yeah, you're right. Let me see, actually.
It's just.
So here's what you can make out. You can make out some of it, because some of it is symbology, and some of it is just numbers. You won't be able to read all of it. However, the parts that you can make out look like it's got like a little red mark, and then it says, a number, and then it's a little black mark, number, little red mark, number, so on and so forth.
Library use.
Yeah. Well, he was playing roulette, And those are all the numbers he won with. And he just did it in a row. It's like a list of every winning number that roulette was going to land on. You don't know what anything else in the article says. There's a big paragraph that's handwritten and stuff. You can't read it, and I want to say William or Lei could translate it, but they can't do it like right here, right now.
It's a
Lei,
Fibonacci sequence.
yeah, Lei can read it, but it's just he's a little rusty because he's lived in America for the last like 12 years or something like that, and he hasn't really needed to use it for a while. So like, but like, yeah, no, so
I show Lei the numbers, and I said, Lei, do you know pi?
I mean, I do love desserts.
Me too. I'm starving. Let's get out of here.
Get out of here. I think
Roll credits.
I heard that there was a quite a dish being served on the 4th floor. Let's go check it out.
Special order.
This is special order. Lei says that. Lei says that and winks at you. It's just like he knows that you did that. Just like, let's get out of here.
It's my go-to move.
All right.
Let's go check out the ore house.
The ore house. From
I love
here.
boats.